What's good? It's your boy Fanon. I just did a live stream on the subject, man, but I figured I would just do a video about it because for the first time in this whole Deontay Wilder versus Anthony Joshua thing, I'm starting to feel a little different. I'm starting to feel a little sympathy, a little empathy for Anthony Joshua and his fans. And I don't want things to go the wrong direction, but Anthony Joshua's got to make a change based on some things that he just said about letting Deontay Wilder into the ring after the fight with Joseph Parker and Anthony Joshua. But before I go into that, please subscribe and hit the bell icon. We do a lot of live streams. Actually, we had a live stream on this subject before I made this actual video, before I'm recording this video. And there's a whole lot of people in the United States that agree with me. And I think some people in the UK as well. So please subscribe, hit the bell icon so you can participate in the live streams and share your thoughts in real time with myself and, you know, the other people that knowledgeable boxing fans that attend the live streams. So with that said, let me get to what happened with with Anthony Joshua, and then I'll explain it. But in summary, he's looking a little soft, man. He's looking real soft. And you don't want to look soft when you get into the ring with somebody that's trying to come out there and hurt you and take everything you have from you. You gotta buck up, man. And I'm saying this from the point of view of somebody. I like Anthony Joshua. All stuff aside, I wish the best on Anthony Joshua, and I don't want to see this dude get hurt against Deontay Wilder. But what he's doing right now is making him look real soft. And when you look real soft, lions get hungry. And when lions get hungry and they see food, or, you know, when a dude sees coochie, hey, man, they're going to go after it. And you don't want that, man. You want the dude to have a little bit of barrier to you where they're wondering and questioning about what, you know, whether or not they can beat you. But I believe that Anthony Joshua's making a critical mistake here, man. And after this fight with Joseph Parker, he needs to man up, man. He needs to let Deontay Wilder in his ring and square up with him and show Deontay Wilder that he's not afraid. But if he acts scary, hey, man, it's already looking like it might be lights out. But for real, to every neutral observer that's going to see it, he's going to look like a softie if he goes through with what he wants to go through with. So let me read the article. Came out by Keith Idek. It's based on another interview that happened on Sky Sports. So let me give you the details. Anthony Joshua hopes to avoid another WWE-like post-fight confrontation following what he expects to be a win against Joseph Parker on March 31st. The British superstar knows Deontay Wilder will be ringside for their heavyweight title unification fight at Principality Stadium in Cardiff, Wales. Having the unbeaten WBC heavyweight champion in attendance makes perfect sense, since their showdown is the biggest fight in boxing that is yet to be made. I would argue it's the biggest fight in boxing, period. Joshua doesn't want Wilder to climb into the ring and scream at him, the way Wilder did after Luis Ortiz knocked out a journeyman 3 months ago. That televised face-to-face meeting set the stage for Wilder and Ortiz rescheduled fight on March 3rd, when Wilder overcame severe 7th round trouble to knock out Ortiz in the 10th round. Vladimir Klitschko climbed into the ring right after Anthony Joshua knocked out Eric Molina in December 2016. That was different, according to Joshua, because the deal for Joshua Klitschko had already been completed and was officially announced in the ring that night in Manchester Arena. Yes, he's more than welcome, Anthony Joshua told Sky Sports for a story made available on the network's website Friday. But the difference is, when Klitschko came over to fight me in Manchester, we had a signed deal. It was signed and sealed, provided I won. With Wilder, I'm just not into the hype. If he wants to come over and get in the ring and all that stuff, I prefer it if he had a fight in place to talk about it. Because if not, it's just hype. Fans want Wilder, 40-0 with 39 KOs, and Joshua to fight next, assuming the heavily favored Joshua beats New Zealand's Parker, the WBO champ, 2 weeks from Saturday night. Rumors persist, however, regarding Joshua making his U.S. debut against Jarrell Miller, 21-0-1 with 18 KOs, sometime in August at Barclays Center in Miller's hometown of Brooklyn. Miller would also need to defeat France's Johan Duhaupas on April 28th in Barclays Center to make that fight possible. That would leave Wilder to take another fight before attempting to finalize the Tuscaloosa, Alabama's native, much-discussed clash with Joshua, who owns the IBF, IBO, and WBA titles. No one wants to hear about this percentage. Who walks in the ring first, Joshua said. They want to know that we're going to fight. They don't care about the business and all that stuff that goes on in the background. That's why I don't want to get into the ring and turn it into a hype job. I want to give the fans what they want. I've been in touch with their camp since late December after I fought Takam on October 28th, and it's something that we've been working on slowly. We'll get there for sure. All right, Anthony Joshua, you sounded like a punk, man. Straight up. You sounded like a punk, man. You talking about you don't want to have the hype? The hype is already there. Don't be deluded. The hype is already there. You know who it is that's coming for that neck. You know it. Man up, man. Man up. You cannot hide behind politeness. You can't hide behind make the contract happen. You know, I'm not going to talk to you until we have a signed deal. Otherwise, it's just hype. Hey, man, that's not flying. And that's not going to fly not only to the people that are watching, because seriously, you know, what are you? Can you hear me sniffing? What's that I smell? What's that I smell, man? I smell female body parts, man. You looking real scared. And this is me, I'm telling you, for the purpose of this video, I'm going to play the Anthony Joshua fan. Big Femi. Big Femi. You can't do it, man. You can't do it. You got to invite that dude into the ring. You have to be like, this is the dude that I know everybody wants me to see. Everybody wants me to go and see this dude. Everybody in the UK, all my fans want to see me put this dude on his back. He's coming overseas. He got on a plane. He announced it on HBO after he got done knocking out my mandatory, who you didn't fight. Your mandatory, who you didn't fight. Deontay Wilder knocked him out. Luis King Kong Ortiz. This is the dude who's just coming off knocking out King Kong, and he's coming across the pond to stand up there and watch you fight, knowing he's going to jump in your face right after that. Don't run and hide. Call his ass into the ring. See, this is what you need to do, Anthony Joshua. You need to call his ass into the ring. Hey, man, I don't give a hot doggone about you and this bomb squad. I am not Luis Ortiz. I am not these dudes. I'm the man. And I'm going to knock you spark out, boy. That's what you need to say, Anthony Joshua. Because then Deontay Wilder might look like, ooh, is this dude, ooh, maybe he's not fooled. Maybe he's not fooled. Maybe he's not scared. Maybe I need to think, maybe I can get a little doubt put in my heart. What did Luis Ortiz do? See, the part that they miss in this article, and I'm trying to imitate a Joshua fan, is that Deontay Wilder was sitting ringside, and he didn't want to jump in the ring against Luis Ortiz. Luis Ortiz knocked out the journeyman, and then Luis Ortiz leaned over the ropes and started yelling at Deontay Wilder, telling Deontay Wilder that he was going to knock out Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder had no intention, from what I could see, of wanting to get into the ring with Luis Ortiz. But once that challenge was laid down, Deontay Wilder got up out of his seat, stopped the interview mid-sentence. There was a dude talking to him. And Deontay Wilder didn't initiate getting into the ring. He's like, what is this dude saying? Dude, what are you saying to me? All right. And then Deontay Wilder went around and got in the ring after Luis Ortiz provoked him. Then Deontay Wilder got in Luis Ortiz's face, and it was clear Deontay Wilder didn't care anything about what was happening as far as the cameras. He didn't matter. To me, it didn't appear as if he cared about anything other than telling Luis Ortiz in his face, I'm going to knock you out. I'm going to knock you out. You talking. I'm not this dude. I'm going to knock you out. He went hardcore at him. And the history of heavyweight champions going at each other for real before the fight start is age old. Age old. Jack Johnson was talking smack. But let's just go back to the 1960s. Muhammad Ali and Sonny Liston was talking smack. That's what you do. You can't parlay your way out of that. This is a 6'7", 230, 215, 220 pound man that's coming to knock your chin sideways. And you can't act like, let me know when we've worked the deal out, and then we can speak to one another. It makes you look scared, man. It makes you look scared. And I don't care what your UK fans that are blowing smoke up you tell you. You got to get into the face of Deontay Wilder and tell Deontay Wilder that you are not going to put up with that. That you are the unified WBA, WBO, IBF champion, that you're the man, and dare him to step in the ring with you. You got to take that psychological advantage. You can't hide behind contracts. You can't hide behind being cordial. You got to man up, Big Femi. Otherwise, this dude is going to be drooling when he gets into the ring. And if you do have some fear in your heart, and that's the thing, everybody has some fear in their heart. Everybody has a little tentativeness. Everybody does. When you know that somebody's coming there to get with you, you've got to feel it. Muhammad Ali said it when people asked him about Sonny Liston. He said, man, you were talking all that stuff. You talking about how you're going to beat him. You're going crazy at the press conference. And Ali was like, I was scared to death. I thought this dude, I was scared to death of him. But I wasn't going to let him know I was scared of him. I was going to tell him that I'm not scared of him. And as a result of manning up, Muhammad Ali scared Sonny Liston. And Sonny Liston thought, this dude's crazy. And the only thing that scares me is somebody that's crazy. And he got hesitant. He got tentative. He got worried. And then it played out like it played out. Now, it might have played out that way regardless, because maybe Muhammad Ali was or Cassius Clay at the time was a lot better fighter. But both sides of that admitted to what happened when they confronted one another, man. Sometimes a fight starts before the fight. And you're looking like softy, man. You're looking like a softy. You can't hide behind it, man. You can't say, I'm not going to allow you to come into the ring and talk to me because I don't want any hype. The hype is already there. Now the hype is just going to change. It's just going to change it. You got to get ahead of the narrative, man. You got to get ahead of the narrative. And on your own home soil, what do you think? What do you think Deontay Wilder's going to do when somebody sticks a camera in his face when you don't let him in the ring and you refuse to look him in the eye? Because that's what you're doing. You're telling people ahead of time that you're refusing to look him in the eye. He's going to be like, this dude's scared. He's scared. He knows he's going to get knocked out. That's why he's running. He's 20-0 and he fought one dude, and I'm about to spark this dude. What did Tyson Fury do? Let's talk just about from the perspective of UK champions. What do you think Tyson Fury's going to say about you, man? Tyson Fury went overseas to get in the ring with Deontay Wilder. After Deontay Wilder knocks somebody out, Tyson Fury jumps in the ring with him and tells him, I'm going to knock you out. I'm going to knock you out. Gets in his face. And for the only time that I've ever seen Deontay Wilder look like, for a second, like, damn, this is a big ass dude. I could see it in Deontay Wilder's eyes. And then after Tyson Fury got done shouting, Deontay Wilder was like, look, bomb squad. Then he jumped up. But it took him a second. And I'm just being honest. It took him a second when Tyson Fury jumped in his chest like that, because that might have been the first time that Deontay Wilder actually saw a dude that big. Because Tyson Fury's about 2 inches taller. At the time, he might have outweighed the dude by 100 pounds. Tyson Fury's a big dude, and Tyson Fury showed heart. Anthony Joshua, you're not showing a heart, man. You got to do it, man. You got to man up, man. You got to man up. Saying that we're working towards the fight slowly. I've talked to his people in December, and we're working towards the fight slowly. But I don't want him to come near me in the ring until we have a signed deal. Like Vladimir Klitschko, we waited until we had a signed deal to announce the fight. Man, Deontay Wilder's not Vladimir Klitschko, man. Vladimir Klitschko got in that ring because the fight was signed. So he's like, yeah, okay, it's all together. You're fighting Charles Martin. Psh, we know you're going to win this one. So, okay, we can all plan it nice and cordially. We'll both be polite to one another. We'll both shake each other's hands. That's not the game Deontay Wilder's coming in here to do, man. He's clubber langing you, dog. He's clubber langing you. He's in there talking about, look, man, I am going to get up in this ring. And see, that's what Deontay Wilder might do to you, Joshua. He might decide he's going to jump up in the ring no matter what you have to say. And if you have police holding him back and all that holding him back, man, what's going to happen, man? You're going to get embarrassed all over the planet. You got to man up, dog. You got to man up. And see, right now, this is when you want. Now, here's I'm going to change my message to try to talk to Anthony Joshua, because I don't want Deontay Wilder to pull his whole card. I want some suspense in this fight. I don't want Deontay Wilder just to get away with with Anthony Joshua admitting or showing off that he's a coward. Because that's what you're going to look like. Who does that? Who says a week before, 2 weeks before a fight's actually going to happen, that he doesn't want another guy to get in the ring afterwards? God dog, man. What's the date of the day? This is December 16th. That fight doesn't take place for another 2 weeks. And Anthony Joshua's already worried about Deontay Wilder walking in the ring. You're looking like, hey, man, there's no way you guys can get around this, man. There's no way. If you can say, well, nobody knows Deontay Wilder. Well, somebody knows him. Anthony Joshua knows him because he calling the police 2 weeks ahead of time to make sure he ain't getting in the ring with him. Come on, man. Come on, man. Y'all got to send notes to Anthony Joshua. If you guys are Nigerian, you got to, hey, man, hey, brother. Don't let him do that. Don't let him do it, man. Don't let him do it. Man up, Big Femi. Man up. Invite Deontay Wilder in the ring. Do the same thing that Luis Ortiz did. When you knock out Joseph Parker, then lean over the rope and look at Deontay Wilder and tell him, get up in this ring. Get up in this ring. Bomb squad, get up in this ring. And make him get in the ring. Call him in the ring. Take ownership of it, man. Take ownership of it. Otherwise, you're going to look like a softie. And that's just real, man. That's just real. Notice I've not talked about your records. I've not talked about who won the most fights the earliest. I'm not giving any of that stuff. I'm just saying man on man. If Deontay Wilder is getting in it, you telling Deontay Wilder he can't get in the ring. And what you're going to do, call police to stand in between you? You need the police to protect you? There ain't going to be no police in the ring when you fight. There's not going to be anybody. There's not going to be Cardiff Wales Principality. There's not going to be Principality security telling Deontay Wilder to stop punching you. You got to man up, dog. There is no way that you're going to get away with this without looking like a punk, man. Without looking like a frightened little kid. And all you cats that are supposed to be these avid Anthony Joshua fans need to tell him. Don't blow smoke up his back saying, oh, this dude's never fought anybody. You know, he fought an old man, Luis Ortiz. You know, he's never unified before. He only earns $2 million a fight. You're richer than him. You're more popular than him. That is not going to keep Deontay Wilder from punching him in his face and knocking him out. So man up, Anthony Joshua, and let the dude in the ring. And with that, I'm out.